There's a likely looking spot to string him up.
You fellas are going to be sorry you mixed up in this.
This is one time we ain't taking orders from you.
All right, I'm glad you got here. Get me out of this, will you?
Well, you got yourself into this, Dusty. Now you'll have to take what...
Oh, alibi. You
It ain't none of our business, confidentially speaking.
Oh, a fine couple of pals.
Go on with your party.
Cactus, get clear.
Let this be a lesson to you, Dusty.
Oh, hard crash.
When you make a bet to sing a song upside down, be sure you don't lose the bet. Now start singing.
There was a gal, her name was Sadie Mae. She packed her grip and slowly walked away. She hadn't more than parted when all the trouble started. If she hadn't then, she'd be here today. Now Sadie took the road down by the creek and came face to face with a city chic. Now Sadie was a beauty and the chic, he was a cutie. So she made a dive and nabbed him the feet. Oh, the grass grows high on the mountain. There's a grave in the valley below. He got her on the run with a long squirrel gun. She's gone where the good hillbillies go. Oh, gee. Now, Elmer, he loved Sadie all his life. He wanted her for her to be his wife. There sure was trouble brewing when much she was doing.
Uncle Larry, are you sure we're on the Range Busters Ranch?
Well, I'm sure this is their ranch.
Looks more like the annex to an insane asylum.
I'm not saying it isn't. Those are the Range Busters over there. We'll see what's up.
But the gun went off and knocked her in the creek. Yodeling. Oh, the grass grows high on the mountain. Oh.
Go on. What are you stuck?
Oh.
Howdy, Crash.
Larry, you old buckaroo. Cut him down, boys, and let him drop on his head. It's about time you came to see us.
Crash, this is my niece, Miss Willard. When she heard I was driving out from Peaks, she figured she'd like to come along for the ride.
You're the Range Busters?
That's right, ma'am. My name's Crash Corrigan. And that's my partner, Dusty King.
howdy.
How do you do?
Hello, Larry.
Hello, Dusty. Hi, Larry. Alibi.
He sings much better right side up.
I'm sure he must.
And this is my other sidekick, Alibi Terhune.
Hello.
How do you do?
Oh, can I show you around the ranch, Miss Willard?
Now, wait a minute, Dusty. I came out here to talk to all of you boys.
He is a great-headed roundup.
I'll bet you chase them and Dusty rounds them up.
Bullseye from the start, ma'am.
They've always been like this, Dory. I'm afraid we'll have to get down to some serious business first, boys.
Well, we'll have to get to the ranch house then. It's just over the rise.
And when we get there, Alibi will make us some pink lemonade.
Well, I reckon you boys know that I've been a lawyer for Wells Fargo and East Coast for a long time.
Well, don't tell me they turned you loose.
No. I'm really in deeper than ever. That's why I drove out to see you boys today. I need your help.
We're at your service, Larry.
I only hope you don't want us to act like lawyer folk. Nothing as easy as that, Alibi. I want you boys to run down a band of highwaymen.
Now, that's more in our line.
There's a gang of outlaws active in the neighborhood of Stony Creek.
Stony Creek, that's 100 miles or so north of here, ain't it? Up near the border?
Yes, and the stage has been held up 3 times in the past few months. Always with a large shipment of money aboard.
And Wells Fargo has to...
Every dollar. The law in Stony Creek hasn't had much luck in tracking down the outlaws. So the company put it up to me to get them corralled. I couldn't think of anyone better able to tackle it than the range busters.
We were just saying today, if something would only happen. Yeah, and you give us a nice band of renegades to trail.
Larry, you got yourself a 3-man posse.
Wells Fargo will make it worth your while. You'll be able to buy plenty more cattle after this job.
I'm glad you're all going to be in Stony Creek.
Don't tell me that you're going to go outlaw hunting.
Nothing like that. I'm going by stage to visit my brother Ernie, who has a ranch near there.
Be sure and look him up, Crash. You'll find him at the Diamond W Ranch.
Yes, sir. We sure will.
This is a holdup. Whoa! Put down that rifle. Stay inside or you'll get hurt. Now get moving. Here! Help! Help! Here!
That sounds like it came from straight ahead.
Dan, you better get down and ride with the lady. She's bound to be a little nervous.
Hey, Crash, Alibi, look down there.
gave us the slip.
Maybe there wasn't nothing to it at all.
And maybe there was.
Well, we can't figure it out here. Why don't we try and locate the Diamond W ranch?
I don't like the idea of that hombre disappearing so sudden-like.
There's been a holdup, Mr. Douglas. I had hoped those outlaws had pulled stakes. Was anybody hurt?
No, boss, but the bandit got the money box.
Dan, you get over to the sheriff and make a report of it. Jake, take care of your horses. All right.
Say, Tim, you're sitting there. I'll go over and break the news to her.
I'll do it. You see that Jake makes a full report. Miss Willard?
Yes.
I'm Tim Douglas, Wells Fargo agent. I promised your brother that I'd see you safely to the ranch.
Oh, couldn't Ernie come? Is he all right?
Of course he is. And I'll see that you get to him pronto.
Thank you.
What are you going to do about the stick-up, Denver?
I'm getting some men together and going out after that outlaw. Maybe Dan and Jake here can give me a right description.
Well, I reckon it can.
I thought you were up riding range.
Where's Dory? Thought you were going to meet her at the relay station.
Yeah, I was, but something else turned. Tim Douglas said he'd see that she was driven out.
What's all the excitement? What do you got in that bucket?
None of your business.
Oh, Wells Fargo. So you're the one who's been holding up the stage.
I'd forget anything I saw, Ernie.
That's why you bought half interest in this ranch, for a cover-up.
I'm warning you, keep your mouth shut.
I'm turning you over to the sheriff.
No, you're not.
There doesn't seem to be any welcoming committee.
Maybe they're on dinner. My stomach tells me it's about time to eat.
Well, let's go in and find out.
Hey, fellas, look. He's dead.
Do you think it's Ernie Willard?
I don't know. We'll have to find somebody that knows him.
Between Stagecoach holdups and we're going to be right busy.
You better take it easy, miss.
It's Tex Laughlin, Willard's partner. Miss Willard, do you know these men?
Yes, I do. I knew they were coming to the ranch.
You any idea what happened here?
Why, no, I haven't the slightest idea.
Where's Ernie? Something may have happened to him.
Likely as not, he's out chasing the killer, ma'am.
Well, I better hurry into town and notify the sheriff. Oh, Miss Willard's bag.
I reckon we'd better go to the house, miss.
Who? I just came to the Willard Ranch. Tex Laughlin's been shot and killed.
Yeah, we're just explaining that to the sheriff.
Let me see you're a waste of time, men. He's a renegade and a killer. I'm taking him in, and that goes.
We got the say now, Sheriff. We'll hang him up.
Get after it!
Valley, you're leaving. We will miss your bright eyes and sweet smile. For you take with you all of the sunshine that has brightened our lives for a while. For a long time, my darling, I've waited for those sweet words you never would say. Now, alas, all my fond hopes have vanished, and they say you are going away. I have promised you, darling, that never would a word from my lips cause you pain. Now, alas, all my heart's lost forever. If only you'll love me again.
That was great.
Well, Dusty.
Oh, boy.
Help! Help! Range buster! There's a man went into the house.
You sure, Elmer?
Feel my heart. Oh boy, it's knocking wood.
Oh, we better go.
Let's just take it easy. Everything's gonna be all right. I just had to see you.
Ernie, tell me. Now my brother can tell you what happened. These are friends, Ernie. They're the range buffs.
Maybe you can set us straight. Do you know who killed your partner?
Yes. Tex is the one who's been sticking up that stage. He came in this afternoon with the money. I caught him red-handed. We shot it out. I was on the way into town with the stolen money when I ran into the sheriff and his posse. They tried to pin the holdup on me. They were going to string me up. I had to make a getaway.
Well, you'll just have to keep on being a fugitive until the outlaws are rounded up.
But I know Ernie didn't hold up that. I was on it, and the bandit's voice was not Ernie's.
Oh, we believe you, man. But you being Ernie's sister, the sheriff would naturally suppose that you would say anything to clear him. That's the sheriff.
Ernie, you can't let them take you.
Just stay under cover and leave everything to us.
Please, come with me.
Sit down, Alibi. Come in. Why, hello, Sheriff.
Howdy.
Howdy.
Who are you fellas? I've never seen you around here before.
We work here, but we haven't been here long. I'm the new foreman of the Dime W, and these are two of my men. Anything I can do for you?
Yeah, we're looking for Ernie Willard.
Oh, well, he's out riding range this afternoon. He should be right back.
Well, I'll look around, Sheriff.
Is that you, Ernie? Oh,
Howdy, man.
how do you do?
Oh, Sheriff, this is Ernie Willard's sister. She came to pay him a visit.
I'm glad to know you, Sheriff.
And I'm glad to know you too, ma'am.
Did my brother come with you?
Well, no, he didn't. Well, Strike, I reckon we'd better be riding. And I'm sorry I bothered you, ma'am.
No bother at all, Sheriff. If you see Ernie, will you please tell him to hurry home?
I certainly will.
Good night. Ernie!
Ernie, you'll have to lay low until this whole thing is cleared up.
Well, I'm not going to hide. I haven't done anything.
But just the same, you'll be more help to us out of jail. Tex Laughlin wasn't in this alone.
It'd make it easier for us to work on the rest of them if they thought Ernie cleared out.
You're right, Dusty.
Well, what do you think I ought to do?
You know any place you can hide out?
Well, there's a line shack up hidden away up on the north section.
That'll do, Crash. Well, better go there and stay. We'll keep in touch with you.
I think I'll do a little tailing on my own, Sheriff.
Report in the morning, Strike. We're riding till we run him down.
Come on. Reach. We figured this was one of the places you'd head for. We got more for you than the sheriff has.
What are you fixing to do?
You'll see.
So you were tied up with that crooked partner of mine.
You'll find out. Get up and get outside. Get down and get in that cabin. He showed up at that line shack just like we figured he would.
We got a better hideout for you right here.
You take care of him, Ace. I'll ride into town. Here's his gun. There's no shells in it.
We got a nice job picked out for you tomorrow. In the meantime, get in there.
What are you up to? You'll see. The boys are aiming to make this stick up a good one. Start moving. out there and act like you're leading that holdup. Remember...
We want that strong box.
Hey, Willard, as sure as you're born.
Yes, sir. 3 of them rode right out from behind the rocks, all dressed in black and with masks over their faces, yelling, "Pull up!" But did I pull up? No, sir. I threw the whip to those leaders of mine, and we made a run for it. It was a good race until he overtook us. One of them grabbed it by the rein and yelled back, "Pull up, or I'll jackknife your team and spill you all over the road." Well, there was nothing else to do except pull up. Then we had to heave over the strong box. When up rode Ernie as big as life and no mask over his face. He's the head of that gang, and make no mistake.
You're sure it was Ernie Willard?
As sure as I'm standing right here.
And I say that we ought to hang
Ought to be something done about him, yes, sir.
I say we ought to hang him.
That's what I say. Something ought to be done about him.
Meeting of the citizens tonight.
Douglas tells me that Ernie Willard took today. That's right, Sheriff. And they called him boss. I was just telling the boys. I can't figure it. With a girl like Dory for a sister.
Jake just gave me an idea. Let's head for the ranch.
Dressed in black and had masks over their faces.
Dory! Oh, Dory! We got some news for you.
Have you heard from Ernie?
Well, come on over here and sit down. We'll tell you all about it.
All right.
At least we know he's alive.
Oh,
The outlaws have got him.
That's breaking the news gentle-like. You can always depend on old Alibi to mess things up.
Well, I only said what is a fact, didn't I?
Well, you see, it's like this. We know that they have to keep him alive.
well, what do you mean by that?
Well, I mean that
The stage was held up today, and the outlaws used Ernie to make it look like he was leading them.
But we know that's not true.
And to prove it, we're gonna some bandits.
Yippee! Now for the dirty work. Let's go get 'em.
We're going to do that.
By putting a big shipment of cash on the stage. We're gonna call on Larry Meadows to furnish the money.
And then let the outlaws take it off the stage?
No, we're gonna take it.
You mean you're going to hold up the stage?
More than we're gonna dress all in black and be sure outlaws see us when we pull the stick up.
Well, what of the men?
Well, that's what we're gonna find out.
Alibi, come here.
What's a bothering you now, Elmer?
Who's going to take that money to the stage office?
Well, I am, I reckon.
That's what I was afraid of. You better take me along to protect you. What if you'd get held up? I could hide the money.
Well, that's a good idea, Elmer.
Take your fingers out of my mouth. What are you doing, pulling a tooth?
No, I'm not pulling their tooth. Just trying to get this money out of here, Elmer. After all, it's your idea.
Gosh.
There's a $10. Just a minute, you're $5 short. Wait a minute here, one of...
Gosh, I like the pig that swallowed the poke. That money sure tastes bad. How long you had it?
Who is this little quirp?
If it wasn't for me, he'd be broke. I'm his...
Well, you sure don't look much like one.
Well, if you think that you look like a Wells Fargo agent, you're a loco.
You asked for that one, Strike.
That's a lot of money. Where do you want it sent? To Flying R Ranch, Dry Gulch, Arizona. Here's your receipt. That'll soon be 500 new head of cattle on the Diamond W Ranch.
Well, come on, cowpoke. Let's go to the roundup. So long, hammerhead.
You better notify Ace and the boys they're riding this afternoon.
Here comes Alibi.
sure hated to hand over all that good money.
Well, what are you worrying about? It wasn't yours. How do we look?
Colossal, in a small way. If I didn't know you fellas so well, I'd swear you're no outlaws.
Here, get into your outfit. Here comes the stage. Drop that strong box.
This ain't the place for the stick-up.
But I like this spot better. Now get going.
Hold it! Help! Hit it!
What's going on down there?
We better get them hombres.
They're coming. When we get near the ranch, you fall out and trail those outlaws back to town.
You meet me later at the saloon.
That was them. They changed their clothes. From the Diamond W. We'll ride in and report to Tim Douglas.
Right.
Reckon nobody's home.
Oh, so now I'm nobody.
Howdy, Elmer. Where is everybody?
Listen to him. Where's everybody? What he means is where's that pretty girl? If you two weren't love blind, you'd see that note propped up on the door.
It's from Dory. I've gone into town with Tim Douglas. He thinks he knows where Ernie is. Dory. Oh, we're as dumb as a couple of locoed steers.
Something hit you?
Yeah, when I was reading this note. Tim Douglas. Why, that's what that stage driver said to me. This ain't the spot that Tim set for the stick-up.
Tim Douglas?
Sure as shooting.
Oh, Christ, we gotta prove it.
Yeah, but first, let's go into town and get alibi. Then we'll find a way to it.
Now, you'll have to do exactly as I tell you, Miss Dory, if you want to get your brother away safely.
Go to Ernie?
I'm positive of it.
Now, one of my men found out where they're holding him prisoner, and I've sent out enough men to take care of the outlaws.
I'll always...
Come on in, Ace. What's wrong with you?
Plenty. There's been a stick-up.
Well, I knew there would be.
But it wasn't us. Those hombres from the Diamond W beat us to it.
Well, I expected something like that would happen. Do you know who they are?
Some no-good drifters, if you ask me.
No. Miss Willard, that they're the range busters.
The range busters? Why, I'll feel them...
Not so fast. Everything in its time. First, we'll let Ernie Willard be found. That'll satisfy public curiosity.
But Ernie Willard knows enough to hang all of us.
Not if he can't talk. Now, he'll be leaving the hideout this afternoon, headed south. You'll see that it doesn't get any further than High Point. He'll be driving a buckboard.
High Point, huh?
Wait. You better let Red and Panhandle take care of it, and you stay at the hideout and see that Miss Willard doesn't go with her brother. I'll be out later.
What about the range busters?
That's why I want Miss Willard to remain. We'll use her to set up for them.
You think of everything, don't you?
If the sheriff don't bring in them outlaws pretty soon, I'm gonna quit driving the stage. It's getting so that every time I see a rider coming toward me, I stick up my hands. Hey, Joe. Come on, give the boys a drink of this good old Kentucky bourbon. Come on, boys, have a drink.
You quit drinking instead of quit driving the stage, and you'll be better off.
Huh?
Looks like Alibi's parked himself inside the saloon, all right.
Yeah, let's have a look.
Drink it down.
Any luck?
A little. They stopped and got into the regular togs at a shack in Pine Canyon. Then they rode into town, and one of them headed straight for the stage depot.
That Jake's cargo office. Bring that stage drive about 5 minutes.
You know, I'm gonna wait right here till the sheriff comes. I got an idea. I know just exactly how to catch them outlaws. Hide in the strong box, 'cause that's what they're always after.
Why don't you go home?
I can't. The dog's in it.
Get mounted. I got a job for you two.
Hey, wait a minute. If Tim Douglas wanted to see me, why didn't he come to the saloon?
Oh, come on.
I hope Alibi gets here before Douglas shows up.
You're telling me. Oh, here he comes now with the stage driver.
Here's your stage driver. Where's Tim?
This wasn't the spot that Tim set for the stick-up.
Who told you to say that?
Why, that's what you said to the hombre that held up the stage.
Ah, you're loco.
Maybe so, but just the same, that's what you said to me.
Oh, so you was a stick-up man.
And you talked yourself right into a tank.
Now come clean.
Well, what do you want from me?
Who planned that stick-up?
I don't know.
Did you do it?
No, I didn't have anything
Well,
to
then
do
who
with
did it?
Well, it was,
Who was it?
was Tim Douglas.
And who else?
Strike Cardigan.
Turn him over to the sheriff. And let him talk all he wants to. After you deposit that, barman, meet us out in Pine Canyon. We're riding out there now. Let's go, Dusty.
Come on, I don't want to miss any of the fireworks.
Did Strike get here?
He's inside with the girl and her brother. The kid's kind of acting up.
Maybe I can calm him down.
I tell you, sis, I'm not going to run away.
But Tim Douglas wouldn't advise you wrong.
I'm sure it's for the best, Ernie.
Well, it looks like you all can't agree.
I tell you, I'm not running out.
With the way things stand,
Figure out what you're doing here, why you're mixed up in this, or him.
They're trying to help you.
it's plain enough, isn't it? My men found this hideout, and the bandits lit out. Instead of taking you into the sheriff, they reported back to me. Think that over, Willard. They got Jake. Keep your voice down. Now, what is it? Those hombres from the Diamond W. They cornered Jake and made him spill everything he knew about the stick-up.
They'll have the sheriff on all of us. I'm pulling out of here.
Looks like I'll have to handle you, too.
I said I'm pulling out of here, and you ain't gonna stop me.
I'll catch up with you, Strike.
Not this time, you won't.
It's the range busters.
Did you hear what he said earlier? Don't go in there.
Here! Help! Help! I think that's the place Tim mentioned. We can pick them off easy from here. The shot came from that direction.
One of them's getting away. Looks like Douglas.
Nice work, Ernie.
Here's another one for the jail alibi.
Come on, we got a nice cell of southeastern exposure for you. Well, so long, Ernie.
So long, Alibi.
I'm sure glad we can leave Diamond W with everybody knowing you was innocent.
Well, I can thank the range busters for that.
And Tim Douglas can thank them for being in jail for the next 10 years. I wonder where them ornery partners of mine are.
It's going to be lonesome here without you boys around.
Well, we don't hanker to leave.
Maybe we don't have to hurry away, Crash.
Why, that'd be wonderful.
It's always like this. We think it's over, and it only begins.
Sheriff, you better do your duty. If you don't, one of them pals of mine is going to steal Dory away from you as sure as shooting. This ought to do the trick.
Howdy, Sheriff.
Why, Denver, I didn't know you were here.
I got business, ma'am. I hold a warrant for the arrest of 3 men known as the Range Busters.
Say, what's this all about?
That the said Range Busters on date aforesaid did stick up and, in addition, hold up the Wells Fargo stage.
Oh, fine stuff.
I'm sorry, boys, but you'll have to ride into town, so you better hop into your saddles.
Hey, boys, how about me? Can't I go to jail, too?
I reckon jail won't be any worse with you around. Well, goodbye, miss.
Goodbye, Miss Dory.
Good luck, boys.
Here, take care of your offspring.
Dusty, Crash. If you follow me, we can get away from that small-time sheriff.
Timber!
Why, it's nothing but a blank piece of paper.
I know it. It's just something Alibi framed up. It's the only way it could get him to ride. You know, Miss Dory, it ain't easy for a man to leave a pretty girl like you.
Does that go for you too, Denver?
It sure does.